Well, here we are again at Conewago Falls. The last video I edited and published was here, taken here. I came up here with Lewis from Simply Exploring and Adventuring with Lewis. We basically got right up to the point where it really starts to get good, and then the thunderstorms started moving in and we had to leave. I was a little disappointed because I really wanted to show you guys the spider hole. And you know, the last 3 days have been so beautiful here that I thought, the weather's not going to get any better than this summer. I mean, this is it. And the river is low. It's at 3.1, which is pretty low. So a lot of stuff is starting to come out. So I figured today, hey, let's just go back there. Let's just go have some fun. Let's not worry too much about what we're doing. Let's just go have some fun. So today I'm going to show you, among other things, spider hole, which is one of my favorite things around this area, and then another mega pothole, which I guess, I don't know, I think I'm just going to call it Big Bertha, because it's not a spider hole, it's just a big round ball in the rock, but it's really interesting. So we're going to go see that too. And we're also going to take a look into this area here. I brought my Panasonic, so we're going to be able to zoom in and zoom out whatever we see, people in boats, kayakers, sometimes people are there running the rapids, but you know, the water, it's kind of quiet here today. Usually when you're here, you can hear the sound of the falls right there. And it's not a Conewago Falls is not a waterfall in the classic sense like this. It's more of a section of you know, rapidly descending, where the whole river goes rapidly over this granite. And I want to look up there in these islands up here, right below the dam, which we kind of tried to reach last summer, but we got distracted by the boat, by the 20-foot power boat Bayliner that was right up there. And as you can see now, or maybe you can't see, I'll zoom in there in a little bit. That boat is gone, washed down river, probably by Hurricane Ida. All right, so if you're ready, I'm ready. Go have some fun. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool pothole. I am starting to see a little bit of water now coming through. I can hear a little bit, which is nice, but this water is low. Again, this is the lowest I've ever seen it. I've ever been here. A lot of times you come up here and this is all covered in water. Some features like this right here will be actually a little island in the middle, and this is really a perfect example of the water-worn look, of the sculpting. See, this is where the catfish hide. Oh, look at that. Huh, that's pretty cool. It's just these channels, just cut channel here, channel. Natural bridge. You see that? Hello. So I'm zoomed in to the York Haven Dam. It's not where that guy is right there. It's not that far from where the boat was. I'm doing this because I want to give you a little scale, or a little distance too. Because out here, when you're out on the falls, you realize how large of an area this covers. You might not realize that just by looking at pictures. So zooming in, zooming out helps me show you the distances. So we're on the Lancaster side, and this person looks like they're a little bit below the dam, heading over towards the York County side. And that's Lake Frederick. Lake Frederick is the lake that's on the other side. All right, so there he is, and there's the dam. The dam's about, I'd say it's about 20 feet high at this point. And the dam was built right over, right on top of that portion of Conewago Falls. So now we're going to zoom out. Looks like he's looking for something. You can see the shadows of the vultures. The vultures are there, just waiting for him to slip up, right? And that's the main channel right there. This right here, this is the entire river. Pretty much the entire river is flowing through this channel right there. And usually, there it is. And usually where this guy is right now would be, even when the water's kind of low, this would usually be flowing rapids there, and kayakers like to go up where he is, and also off as you continue upriver. All right, what are we looking at here? We got this is the downriver tip of 3 Mile Island, and the dam goes the whole way across there. Now here you can start to hear the water. The flow is enough that you can hear it, and it's nice. I like hearing that. We found it. We found the spider hole. So let's go check it out. There it is. So you can see right down there. Right, we're going down. Spider hole. I'm getting myself a little bit wet. So this is underneath the boulder. The spider hole pops out right here. I got a little bit muddy. All right, so that's the spider hole. I just want to kind of show it to you in context here. And that's it right there. And my guess is that water goes in, gets pressurized underneath this big boulder right here, and it shoots up right up out of there, because it looks, the way it's worn, it looks like there's water coming out of it. And that sucker goes the whole way through. It's probably about 8 to 10 feet. Now I got all wet. I've been here before when there's water there. I've been here before when there's no water there. It's obviously nicer when there's no water there, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Let's see how far we can get out here. Since I got this spider hole in the can, that was my main objective. Big Bertha is right over there somewhere, and there was another one. I found another mega pothole that I had forgotten about, which is right down there, which is kind of in between spider hole and the first one there. And that one actually, if I remember correctly, it goes the whole way through. It's a different shape, but it has some inscriptions in there from, I think, the early 1900s or maybe the late 1800s. So we made it down to the actual river level, and the water is looking nice and clean, nice and clear, in a way that I haven't seen it. Usually this water here is kind of greenish, a little clarity, but not much. Can't see very far, but it looks really clear today, and that might have something to do with the fact that the river's so low. There's no storm, there's no thunder, there's no rainwater, there's no flooding water coming down or anything like this. This is just like base flow, you know, and it's just clear. It's probably not very very cold though, because it sits up on Lake Frederick, right up there beyond those rocks, and it just cooks. It gets warm and it flows over. Yeah, look at that though, huh? guys, this is perfect. We got some, I guess kayakers probably have gotten out of their kayaks. They're actually standing on one of these islands, or might not even be an island anymore. That gives you a really good sense of scale there. That's where we were. We went down to the creek, sorry, and then down to the river. We came the whole way up looking for what I call Big Bertha. I remembered it was a little offset off the wires. Sure enough, here it is. Now what makes this one interesting is that it's big. It's big enough for several people to get down in, but it also has a flat floor and a boulder in there that's kind of like a little stool. So why don't we head down in there? It's also in the shade. I found a Cliff Bar in my backpack. I got a whole liter of water. So let's go down in there inside Big Bertha here, and we'll take a break. Well, here we are, guys. We made it. Made it into Big Bertha. Now you can see why I call it that. I got some water in my pack here. And what's nice about this one, like I said before, in addition to being big enough for you can fit 3 people in here. 3 people my size. Is that, you know, it's big, it has a flat floor, and it's not super deep. You just plop right in. And because this piece here, the main chunk of rock, I'm pretty sure is detached from the bedrock. It's one of these kind of floating, just kind of sits there on top of the bedrock. There's a crack under the floor, and it pulls air from the outside in, and it actually cools it off. There's a little bit of a nice cooler breeze welling up from underneath here. So on a hot day like today, it's nice. This is that crack I was talking about. Go like this, you can probably see daylight out there. Maybe not. I know it connects somewhere. Oh, there it is. I think it's back there. Can you see? There it is, right there. Yeah, you see that right there? That's the little opening. So the air is coming from out there. It's coming through this little passage. And then it's coming right up here. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not that tall. I'm like 5'9". So my legs are long for my body, but you know, if you were you could easily be 6 foot and fit it, and your legs could fit in here. There's a little rock you can sit on. There's a little stump in here, a little piece of little log in there. That's the outside world.